Hello everybody and welcome back. Larry's here today. We're going to go ahead and we're going to check out some Great League. Now, this looks absolutely horrible. Carbink versus Swampert, never a good idea. Go ahead, do your thing. Quick switch into Medicham. You'll notice my Medicham looks a little bit different. If you look at the bottom section of the screen, Dynamic Punch. Normally, wouldn't recommend. Why am I doing it now? Because of Steelix. It is the only charge move in which you don't have to shield. Even with Power Up Punch, because of Breaking Swipe, you're going to still have to use a shield. So this way, you don't have to shield, right? And you'll see it a little bit later on in the video. For now, unfortunately, without that Psychic, we do lose a lot of the ability to kill a lot of Pokemon that we could normally kill. And so it is a little bit tough to adjust to. You don't have to. You can stay with Power Up Punch Psychic or Ice Punch Psychic. It's totally up to you. I'm just kind of testing the waters, seeing what it's kind of out there. So we get 2 fast moves off against Swampert, which is absolutely best case scenario. Normally they'll switch after one move. If you're lucky, you'll get 2. If you're super lucky, you'll get 3. But honestly, 2 is great. Awesome news. They didn't shield the Sludge Bomb, which is great for us. Either way, we probably would have been okay. It would have been really, really close. But at least this way, we can just farm him down. And there we go. He's going to get one more, almost one more off. And that's that. Okay, so Gligar. This one is for Felix. I had a couple Gligar. One accidentally. I have no idea what I did with it. So I'm going to go ahead and at least bring in this one. Shadow Gligar. What we do is we quick swap into Victory Bell. And I'll show you a little bit later some other videos with Gligar. And if you... if you have... the opponent has a Gligar and you bring in Victory Bell, or if our opponent uses Gligar as a quick switch and we bring in Victory Bell, our Victory Bell can beat Gligar. It doesn't matter if it's regular, it doesn't matter if it's Shadow. The cost, though, is it costs us 2 shields. And, it'll cost them 1 if you choose to throw a charge move. So, not that great, but, it's better than nothing. And you don't want to have little Carbink here fighting Gligar. Now, we can tank a dig, and so they were trying to fake us out. They realize it's over, and that's that. You just have to realize and see when they're baiting and go from there. So there we go. Quick switch right into Gligar. Not a good, ideal thing to see. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to shield. What are they going to do? They're going to go ahead. They're going to charge it back up. They're going to do the exact same thing. Here we go. Aerial Ace, no problem. Go ahead. Say goodbye to Gligar, and then make sure to tuck in our Alolan Ninetales in for the night. Done. That's that. And now it's our Medicham and Carbink versus their Medicham. Albeit they have 2 shields to our 0. So that's not good. But don't worry. Everything's going to be okay. With Ice Punch, right? This person chooses not to shield. We're going to go ahead and get a second one off. They are going to shield. Honestly, you don't have to get off the second. If they don't shield the first one, then don't get off the second one. Because every fast move counts. And so just use your punch and then just farm them down. They're going to use Power Up Punch with Psychic. You're going to notice right here, it doesn't matter. They could have done 2 Power Up Punches and then thrown a Psychic at the last minute. It's just, Carbink is just so tanky. There's a Psychic, and that's that. It's it. It would have been a little bit closer, but it still would have been the same outcome. So here we go. Let's go ahead, watch the exact same team, just a different person. So here we go. Same thing. Let's check it on out. They go ahead. They bring in Gligar. So, of course, we're going to switch to Victory Bell. Go ahead. Do their thing. There's a shield. Same thing as ever. Shield right here. Aerial Ace. And then done. Same thing as before. Ninetales. Getting tucked in early as soon as they bring it on in. And there's the nuke. Goodbye. Couple quick fast moves. And now, same exact scenario. Our Medicham versus their Medicham. And they're going to quickly see there's not much that can be done. The reason why I throw this Ice Punch, if they do shield, go ahead and throw the second. If they don't shield, just focus on killing it with your fast move, with your Medicham's fast move, with your, with Carbink's fast move. Go ahead and just go from there. And that's that. They quit. They knew it was over. So here we go. We have a Grand Bull, a little bit on the spicier side for Great League. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to throw this Rock Slide here. There it is. They shield. And now we're going to go ahead. We're going to bring in Victory Bell. We want to save little Carbink just in case they do have a flyer. And instead they bring in Deoxys. No problem. Let them do their thing. Absolutely let them use Psycho Boost. It's going to kill their attack, which is great for us because, Carving's going to do a lot of damage here and not take a lot in return. Thunderbolt, negligible damage since Deoxys has that attack break going against it. We're going to go ahead, toss a Rock Slide, bring in a couple extra fast moves, and then they're going to do their thing. Psycho Boost, there it is. And now what we're going to do is we're going to quick switch immediately to Medicham, kill that Granbull, what's left of it, and it did a ton of damage, but that's totally fine. We're going to go ahead and we're going to use this Dynamic Punch. They opt not to shield, no problem. Go ahead and use an Ice Punch here just to do as much HP as possible. And now at this point, everything's looking pretty good. We're going to go ahead. We are going to shield here. And then they're going to go ahead. They're going to get one last Surf off. Notice they're not using their normal attack, so it kind of came back to haunt them. A lot of people I saw, even in Sunshine Cup, Swamperts, just using their water attack instead of their ground attack, which is a little bit lower EPS as far as fast moves go. So here we go. Bad lead gets even worse when they bring in Mandibuzz. So go ahead, just keep spamming those Ice Punches. A little bit later, you'll see a video where I try to get a little bit sneaky, and throw the Dynamic Punch. I opted not to shield, but that's always an option if you're not running this team and you need to flip it, and you do see a Mandibuzz. Dynamic Punch, always an option. Just throwing it out there. So there we go. They're gonna go ahead. They're gonna lick us to death. We're gonna throw a Leaf Tornado here. There it is. They shield. We do get the attack break, which is great news for us. But still, we want to preserve our little Victory Bell. And here comes a Defense Form Deoxys. Great news for us. They realize if they throw the Psycho Boost, it's over. So they're going to try to hit us with the, they were going to try, but they realize that's that. Another Lickitung lead. Go ahead. Quick switch to Victory Bell. They are bringing in Dugong. No problem. Shield this bad boy right here. There's an Icy Wind. Take care of business like you always do. And then here, I didn't think they were going to shield because got the attack break and whatnot. So, through the Sludge Bomb, they still shielded, which is fine. Hindsight would have been better to throw Leaf Tornado. Yeah, but whatevs. So here we go. Bringing in Medicham. Medicham v. Lickitung. There's a Body Slam. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to throw this Dynamic Punch here. And there it is. Say goodbye to Lickitung. And now it's our Medicham versus Lantern. Totally fine. Here we go. And I also want to let you guys know that you can opt to use, in lieu of Victory Bell, you can use a Carving, Medicham, and Lickitung team. It's a very popular team and a very good one. So just an FYI, you can use that and you'll be totally fine. There's a Surf, and then we're going to go ahead, we're going to get a Moon Blast off, which is going to finish him off, and that's that. Also want to let you guys know that I am going to be showing the normal OLOT teams, but I'm also going to be doing, my wife, she's not going to be running OLOT this year or this season. She's going to go ahead and do a little bit, I think she said a couple teams. I'm not sure exactly what she's going to be running, but I'm also going to be uploading those as well and showing you guys what she's doing in order to, reach expert. And so that way it gives a little bit more variety. For those of you, that joined us. We had a bunch of people that are new that subscribed, and maybe this team isn't everybody's cup of tea, so I want to throw out some other Great League teams, that maybe will help you guys, get to expert, get to legend later on, and beyond. There it is. There's a Rock Slide. Now, normally we do not want to have our Carbinkin against a Lickitung for obvious reasons, but we are tanky, so they're going to go ahead. They are bringing in their Medicham, 2 shields versus 2 shields. Totally fine. We're going to go ahead. We're going to shield here. There's an Ice Punch. We're going to go ahead, return it with a Leaf Tornado. And we didn't get the attack break. If we had, if we had gotten the attack break, I probably wouldn't have shielded here just because it'll be like a tie or really close to a tie. But regardless, we still do enough damage, a few extra fast moves to where we can absolutely tank a one last grass attack, but in the end, it didn't matter. They couldn't get it off. So there we go. This is an actual good lead. And yeah, there's not much that this little guy can do. We're going to go ahead, charge it on up to Moonblast, but then bring in Victory Bell. And as always, Lantern, if it's using its normal move, can get off 2 Surfs or 1 Thunderbolt. Either way, don't shield. They won't kill you. It could be scary, you know, if you're not used to Victory Bell and you see a Surf and you see another one coming, you're not sure. Trust me, it won't kill you. So there it is. They do get the attack boost. We're going to go ahead. We're going to use this Rock Slide here. There it is. They shield. And then they're bringing in, a Azumarill. But here's the thing. I forgot that I wasn't, you know, using Psychic here. So I was like, no. But in the end, this person, I'm guessing, just had Ice Beam and Hydro Pump because they were not using their Fairy move. And so, yeah, that was kind of a godsend. Neither of us had, you know, the optimal moves, I guess. So it all worked out in the end. There we go. Try to get the last one off. They bring in Obstagoon, no problem. Let Obstagoon do what it's going to do. Night Slash. And of course it gets the attack boost, but it's totally fine. Go ahead, shield this one. Cross Chop. And then they're going to go ahead and they are going to send another one our way, but we're going to be able to kill it before it can do then another one. So let the Cross Chop hit. Then go ahead, throw this Moonblast, and call it a day. There it is. Good night. And that's that. All right, Defense Deoxys lead. Had this been a Bastiodon, we would be in huge trouble right now. We'd be switching immediately. No problem. Go ahead, tank that Thunderbolt, and throw that Moonblast. There it is. They shield, which is perfectly fine. If they do have flyers in the back, we do have, of course, our Medicham with Ice Punch. So that's looking really good. Go ahead, throw this Rock Slide here. There it is. Almost kill it. Not quite. There's a Psycho boost. And now we're going to go ahead, throw a couple punches its way. And then they're going to get one last Psycho boost off, but it's fine. Not going to do a whole lot of damage. And then here comes Umbreon, which means they have something else in the back that's probably weak to Medicham. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to throw that Dynamic Punch and probably going to really confuse this person. Probably were not expecting Dynamic Punch, no problem. Go ahead, do your thing. We're going to go ahead. We are going to use a shield here just because. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to throw this Dynamic Punch here. See what they do. They do shield. So yeah, they definitely have something in the back that is weak to us. So go ahead, shield this last one. There it is, and it's a Dugong. There we go. Of course it is. Go ahead, throw this Dynamic Punch. Couple quick fast moves. That's that, and it's game over. We win. All right, another Defense Form Deoxys. No problem. Go ahead, just like always, charge up that Moonblast. Now, normally back in the day, they would never, ever shield the first one. And by back in the day, I mean a couple weeks ago, right? Or a couple months ago. But now it's hit or miss. They go ahead, they catch my attack, they quick switch to a good old Lickitung. No problem. Go ahead, let Lickitung do its thing. There's a Body Slam. And you know what? Go ahead, throw this Ice Punch. A little bit less energy. There it is. One more Fast Punch, and that's that. And then they're going to go ahead and they will bring back out Defense Form Deoxys. There it is. Ice Punch. Keep on trying and keep on using that Ice Punch. There it is. Charge it on up. Let them do their thing. And then here we go. Thunderbolt. No problem. Wait a few seconds. Bring in Carbink. Let Carbink just use its fast move. They're going to do their same as they always do. Thunderbolt here. And now all we're going to do is waste a little bit of energy and put all of our chips onto good old Victory Bell. Luckily, they're using Charm, and of course, there is nothing else that's left to do, and that's that. And it's on to the second to last battle. Here we go. We got a Sableye, which is a good lead for us. Remember, there is nothing Sableye can do that is super effective against, or even neutral against Carbink. So there we go. They just quick switch immediately to Gligar, which was actually a huge favor for us. Aerial Ace is thrown. We're going to go ahead, take care of Gligar. They bring back out Sableye. No problem. Go ahead, let Sableye do its thing. Let it use the foul play. Immediately bring in Carbink because you want that clock. Well, the clock is on our side because they can't swap. Sableye's not going anywhere. So there we go. Just keep using that fast move. And then here comes Registeel. The reason why I threw this Moonblast was because I wanted to, have the clock, have them not accrue more energy. I wanted that to stop, and I wanted a little bit of buffer because they, caught my attack, so I'm a little bit behind, and that's the reason why. So there we go. There it is. So even though it didn't do that much damage, it still allowed, it helped us win this battle. Otherwise, we would have been in trouble. So there we go. Go ahead. Use a shield there. They're going to bring in Sableye. No problem. Kind of figured as much. Quick switch immediately to a little Carbink. We do have Medicham in the back. Throw this Rock Slide, and that's that. There it is. And we win. All right. Last battle. We have a Medicham. So Medicham's it's 50-50. It's not as bad as had we been a Bastiodon and we see a Medicham, but still, you got to be careful. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and we're going to throw this Moonblast at the very least to burn their shield. We are bringing in Victory Bell, and then we're going to shield here. Shield and Ice Punch, and then they bring in Bastiodon, right? Speaking of Bastiodon, I will be switching it up, and I'll be using not just Carbink, but the next videos you see will probably have a Bastiodon in the front, because I want to do videos showing him against especially Gligar, and Felix had been asking about that, so I'll be showing that, either uploading it tomorrow or most likely tomorrow. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and throw this Ice Punch here. There it is. They shield. We're going to go ahead and we're going to throw another Ice Punch. And there we go. And then just keep on punching it. Keep on punching it. Go ahead. And we're going to let this one go. Let it hit us. And then they're going to go ahead and do absolutely nothing because they don't have any shields left. There it is. And now, at this point, Dynamic Punch, then it's over. Well, shield this Breaking Swipe, but even though it lowers our attack, it's still, it really, really does a number on Steelix, and that's that. Y'all have a great night. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.